Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has accused Trump of using the war on drugs as cover to destabilize his government. And honestly, the timeline adds up. In the last few months, there's been a massive U.S. naval buildup near Venezuela. Trump has publicly accused Maduro of being a drug kingpin. He's also boasted about authorizing covert CIA operations in the country. So when you put it all together, this looks less like a war on cocaine and more like the early stages of a covert intervention. But before we jump to conclusions, let's ask the key question. What's the proof? Because so far, the administration hasn't shown any verifiable evidence that these vessels were actually carrying drugs. No cargo recovered, no identities confirmed, no international inspection. Just boom, gone. And once that footage hits social media, it's impossible to fact-check what was on that boat. That's why this moment feels dangerous. Because when the government starts waging war based on classified intelligence and Twitter videos, that's not transparency, that's propaganda. Think about it like this. Imagine the police saying, "We found a criminal in your neighborhood, so we blew up his house. Don't ask for evidence, just trust us." You'd be like, wait, what? That's not law enforcement. That's vigilantism with missiles. And yet, that's essentially what's happening on the high seas right now, but on a global scale. Now, to be fair, the US has conducted counter-narcotics operations for decades. This isn't new, but the scale and aggressiveness of these recent strikes are unprecedented. Previous administrations relied on interdictions, seizing ships, arresting crews, working with regional partners. Trump's approach, skip the arrest, go straight to kinetic action. And that raises a deeper issue about what security even means now. Are we safer because 3 alleged smugglers were killed? Or are we inching closer to a future where every American president has their own private war outside any legal oversight? Because here's the thing, if you're okay with this today because it's happening over there, don't be surprised when the same logic gets used over here. Unchecked power never stays limited to one ocean. So here's where we are. 18 strikes, 60 dead, 0 evidence made public, and an administration that says the campaign will continue indefinitely. Supporters say it's saving American lives. Critics say it's eroding international law. And the rest of the world, watching, wondering how far this war on narco-terror will go. Because when military force becomes the first response, not the last resort, that's when a democracy starts crossing lines it can't easily uncross. At the end of the day, this isn't just a story about missiles and boats. It's a story about power, accountability, and truth. And until the US government can show the evidence behind these strikes, the real question isn't how many traffickers did we kill. It's how many laws did we just break to do it.